Round 5 of this season's 424 Off-Road Series South Africa. These are the event highlights of Round 5, held in Bronkhorstspruit, just east of Pretoria, South Africa. 200 enthusiastic riders participated in Round 5 of this 424 Off-Road Series. A beautiful sunny day with favourable weather and some 424 off-road action. The day started as usual with every event with a briefing to lay down the law before the juniors lined up first at the starting point. Ready for action, and one rider giving new meaning to a flying start, but soon he's back up and he's on his way. And with the second junior group lining up, another young rider goes down on this thick grass terrain. The third group from the juniors on their 50cc bikes are off to a good start before it was time for the four-wheelers to get to the action. There were only two contenders in the Side X class, with Pieter Walter and Joost van Heerden battling things out. But let's go and explore the track and meet up with the action. Chris Harmse Jr. on his KTM hitting the mud hard, one of the many obstacles on this course, while others prefer caution and some even getting stuck in the thick mud. Riders piling up at the mud pool, helping each other. Great to see the good spirit of the 424 off-road racing. Number 186, Jandre Bosch on his Husqvarna, followed by Azarios Yanakis on his KTM. Number 22, young Morgan Daly falling victim to the mud, with Cecil Boddington, number 719, right behind him. Some riders taking up the challenge of the mud monster and being swallowed. A challenging course indeed for young riders, with mud, grass, dust and rocky terrain that can even bring down the most experienced riders. Number 418, Jean Terblanche, showing that he loves getting dirty on his Yamaha. While number 235, well-known young rider Bernd van Schalkwyk takes up the challenge on his Kawasaki. The faster straights and short grass routes seem to have gone much better, and the throttles couldn't be opened. Let's ride over to the quads to join the action there. A fast terrain for the quads, providing some quality riding at times, until the Mud Monster strikes again. Even the side X-Class off-road riders have to show their skills in the thick, muddy terrain. Back to the two-wheelers, and the juniors going on well. Young Low Lombard number 139 just taking his eyes off the road for a moment to look at the cameraman, but he's back up and on the course. Some fast turns around the farm fence and into the straight they go, racing along the narrow path and grasslands. Some of these young riders showing some good skill and control. So let's go to the finishing line to see how the juniors and quads end before the seniors take to the field. Again, the senior riders were briefed before the start, so all understood the do's and the don'ts. And away goes the first group with Dennis van der Merwe, Neil van der Westhuizen and Shane Nienaber off to a flying start. But it's number 14, JC Nienaber, leading the pack around the first couple of dusty corners. Onto the second group to start, and Duan Klaasen and Vincent Lloyd wanting a fast start, but Jandre Olivier Sr. is crushing the group with a good lead up front with Dwayne Klaasen chasing hard. The dusty road making it difficult for the riders to see. The next group to start with Renier de Klerk leading the pack from the start, with Davy Prinsloo, Justin Hartsleaf and Divan Pieterse hot on his heels. And Jannie Potgieter and Henk van der Merwe with a fast start to lead the group into the first turns, with Dave Prinsloo, Pieter Kompan, Hendrik Grobler and Bucky Smith chasing hard. Then the Masters off to a start with Johan Bosch losing it on the first turn to allow Charles van Rooij and Bruce Heine to pass. And the second last group of the two-wheelers at the starting point as they set off, and the much younger Vincent van Rooij taking the pack into the dusty turns with Stian Kims, Jandre Bosch, Cameron Farrell and Pierre Visagie to follow right behind him. And the last group at the pull-away with Gerard Foster, Charles Richards and Johan Ackerman in the mix. The crowd cheering fiercely on the riders as they go into the first couple of turns before they hit the open field. All-out action in Bronkhorstspruit at round 5 of the 4x4 Off-Road Series. Some fast-flying action on the dusty straights in perfect weather conditions in Bronkhorstspruit. These riders made it a fast track, and before we knew it was time to pack it up, as our producers told us, the shoot is almost over and we should go to the finishing line. The supporters and the teams are ready, awaiting their riders to end off yet another successful 4x4 Off-Road Series race event. And as always, the event ended with a much-deserved prize giving. A big thank you goes out to all the sponsors for making this event possible. Volkswagen Mastercars Hatfield, Ludi Erasmus, SA Best Slabs, HFC Engineering, Roberto, MX211, EMD Boxberg, as well as WCC Comms, AC Crane Maintenance, and all the staff in the field and on the course.